All right, so this is my Jira project. This is my Jira board, and this is where you can find Rovo chat. Press on this button and it's going to open you the LLM AI assistant, and it already offers you the pre-selected prompts that might be helpful for you. For example, how to be productive, or how to stay up to date. For example, what work hasn't been picked up in a while. So it tells you what this Jira assistant is capable of, so that you don't have to invent and create the prompts on your own. However, you can also create your own prompt, and I do have a few use cases I wanted to test out. So let me input that in the system and see if Rovo Chat is going to process it for me. All right, so my use case is that our infrastructure tickets sometimes do not have the description, and I would love them to have the description because we need to get back to them as a reference, as a historical log. So what I'm asking in the prompt is I need to find tasks with no description associated with 2025 sprint 12 and sprint 13, where assignee is equal to this person. For each task that you find, add a comment, yada, yada, yada. So let's see what it's going to do, how the response is going to look like. So what it does, it found me one issue and it offers this comment, but let me see if it has anything to do with the infrastructure. It actually does. Yeah, please confirm. Please add a comment. Let's see how it's going to look like. We actually did have a bit more with no description. I guess they already went through, but let me see. So this is the task. It has no description, and it asks Kishore to add and update the description for this task. Amazing, awesome, I love it. Another use case that came up in my mind is about the productivity of the team, and I will just clean up the chat and I will enter my new prompt where I'm asking to analyze the team performance and what tasks is taking the longest in the current sprint, where I indicate the exact name of the sprint, and I add a few criteria of what I consider to be longest, something that's was moved to in progress for over 1 day ago and has not been moved to ready for QA. If you cannot work with the prompt yet, or you are hesitating with how exactly to build up a prompt, please visit my previous video about prompt engineering for product managers. That is pretty helpful. It's going to tell you what kind of details you should provide to the AI model so that it knows what output you're looking for. Okay, let's see. So based on the current issues in 2025 Sprint 12, here are the tasks that have been in progress status for over 1 day and have not yet moved to ready for QA. So task number 1, assignee, start date, status in progress, yada, yada, yada. So almost half of them. It's pretty helpful, I would say, if I don't want to analyze that on my own and create different reports. It also offers a history of my questions and prompts, which is pretty useful because, for example, in ChatGPT, because yes, I'm using ChatGPT the most because I'm paying for it. I cannot be paying for each and every LLM. I'm only paying if I need to explore, and then I'm just canceling my membership. But other than that, I can say, what was my prompt when I entered the prompt? Maybe I want to rename, readjust, delete the prompt, etc. That's a very helpful and a very long-awaited feature from me for an LLM system. It also offers some agents. I haven't explored what kind of the agents exactly, but we can check what names they offer. User manual writer, get help writing a user manual page. Awesome. I love it because I need it for my Confluence user guides. Blocker checker, bug report assistant, decision director, dashboard insights, something for analytics and key metrics. OKR generator, which is amazing. Actually, can I save it somehow? I'm just exploring that together with you at the moment. No, I can't. I don't think I can save it. But anyway, share your thoughts. No, sorry, no. I'm actually going to open that in a separate window to analyze later. But so to my mind, it's a pretty useful tool that whenever it expands and becomes more smart, we can actually use it in many, many different variations. And to my mind, as a product manager, I love that it helps me rephrasing, summarizing, and it's all within one and the same environment, which is Atlassian for Jira and Confluence. I'm sure it's all interconnected with Confluence. I couldn't really check it properly, because for Confluence, you require a separate premium subscription, which I do not have yet. Whenever I get to analyze Confluence, I will definitely share that in my PM blog. But so far, I think it's a very useful, helpful tool for product managers and product owners, as well as for developers. I'm sure developers can also aggregate the information using this LLM system and maybe stay up to date to what work hasn't yet been picked up, if they want to be proactive, if they want to help the team to reach the sprint goal. So yeah, pretty good job. I think Jira is moving in the right direction, and I can't wait to test it more, as well as all the AI agents they offer.